Narcissistic people often put you down, tear you down, either to punish you in some way or purely because they have that much of an excessive focus on themselves and they lack the empathy to care. So they're not doing it on purpose as such. They're doing it due to who they are as a person, and they're just that focused on themselves that they just pull you down and they don't care for how that affects you. Or they are that envious of you, they want to pull you down so that it strokes their ego so that they can feel better about themselves. And there's several ways a narcissistic person will put you down. One of the first of those is that dismissive language, where they're going to belittle and criticize and mock your ideas and your feelings and your achievements and make you feel like you're insignificant in some way, which is why it's vital when you are dealing with a narcissistic person not to tell them how you feel, because they're going to use those feelings against you to hurt you all the more. They're going to accuse you of being too sensitive, of overreacting, of having trust issues. They're going to use those feelings to gaslight you so that they can get away with the things that they are doing to you. It's vital not to tell them your ideas, because they'll either steal them or dismiss them. And vital not to tell them your achievements, because they'll go all out to take the credit or sabotage them in some way, destroy them for you. Now, with genuine people, it's natural to be open and vulnerable and honest with those that we love and care for. So we don't necessarily recognise that some people don't particularly care about us and they're going to use our vulnerabilities against us to hurt us. Remember that your experiences are valid and are worthy, irrespective of the opinions of others. The blame game is another way that a narcissistic person is going to bring you crashing down. They're going to go all out to shift responsibility away from themselves and pass it straight over to you, making you look like the problem, get you to question your motives and your intentions and your thoughts and your feelings and your actions, so that they don't have to question their own, and so that you don't question their own. And as you take responsibility for your behaviour, you can then naturally start to question and analyse yourself and not their behaviour towards you. It's all well and good taking responsibility for your own behaviour. This is how we grow and learn and change. However, sometimes you are not responsible for certain things and you have to pass responsibility back to the rightful owner. With a narcissist, not directly, because they're going to take offence to this and double down on their behaviour. It's crucial to stand your ground and recognise when you are not to blame. Another way that a narcissistic person puts you down is with that passive aggressive behaviour. The indirect insults that they disguise as jokes and humour, or they disguise as sarcasm. And as people can be sarcastic, we can't necessarily recognise when a narcissist is using this to bring us crashing down. They come at you with those backhanded compliments, so you can't always recognise that they're insulting you when it's disguised as a compliment towards you. Narcissistic people will simply fall silent on you to make you feel like you're not worthy of being spoken to. So you question everything about what you've done wrong and work harder to please them. It's crucial to surround yourself with people who lift you up as you lift them up, and walk away from those who continually seek to bring you crashing down. They're going to go all out to trivialise your feelings, dismiss them, make you feel like you're an inconvenience. Again, why it's crucial not to tell a narcissistic person how you feel. When you're telling someone how you feel, you're opening up your vulnerabilities to them. And when somebody explains to you how they feel, because you care about them and you have the compassion, you're willing to listen and to understand and gain a wider knowledge of who that person is and how best to be supportive of each other. With a narcissistic person, they're learning exactly what hurts you the most so that they can do it all the more. Remember, your emotions do matter. Just because somebody wants to invalidate them shows that they lack the empathy to care about your feelings and to care about who you are as a person. They can be very condescending. They can talk down to you. It's the tone of voice that they use. They can patronize you, yet they'll accuse you of being condescending and patronizing, and they'll accuse your tone of voice of being in the wrong and of treating them like a child. And more often than not, we can do this when they're acting like a child. So again, we question ourselves and not their behavior. They can use unfair comparisons to get you to compare yourself to other people so you don't feel good enough about yourself. When it comes to comparisons, when it comes to competition, we are only ever in competition with ourselves. When we start comparing ourselves to other people, as we are all individuals, and we don't know fully what that other person has lived through or been through or done or experienced, so we don't get the full picture. So we can question our worth, question our abilities, rather than starting to look at who we are as a person and what we can do better as a person. A narcissist will go all out to compare you to others to make you feel unworthy about yourself. There's lots of different ways that narcissistic people put you down in order to stroke their own ego. Any you notice, please add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support of the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a couple of books out, 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People If You Cannot Go No Contact, and a Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse. They're both out on Amazon, and I shall add the link to those in the description if you'd like to check those out. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.